Former AFL champion turned Lord mayoral campaigner Anthony Koutoufides has announced his plan to revive Melbourne's ailing CBD, free coffee. Now, at least it's one coffee per person and only on a Monday. Is this a great idea, or is it proof that AFL footballers should never be politicians? Have a look at his campaign advertisement. Here it is.
A Carlton great promising to make Melbourne great again.
Well, where are the people right now? I mean, it's obvious, isn't it, really? The safety, the homelessness.
Just over 2 months until the vote.
Now, I don't know about you, but after that soul-stirring campaign video, I was expecting a sort of a New York Rudy Giuliano-style plan to get rid of graffiti, remove homeless people from the streets and really spruce up the place, crack down on crime. But instead, Anthony Koutoufides has announced this plan. I quote, "Most Melburnians love coffee, and our cafes are renowned around the world for it. So for those that make the effort to come into the CBD on a Monday, we'll shout you a coffee. Let's put smiles back on people's faces again. A free coffee can make a big, big difference." So you're faced with a choice of working from home, or you can battle the traffic, put up with the delays on public transport. You can navigate those annoying bike lanes. You can try and avoid the multiple protests that happen from time to time in the Melbourne CBD, sell a kidney to pay for your parking, step over homeless people on your way to the office. But the reward is you get a free flat white on a Monday. I think Carlton have more chance of winning the premiership this year than this plan being a success. And the way Victorians' finances are, I reckon it wouldn't be a barista-made coffee, Liz and Caleb. It'd be a instant.
Cup of
It wouldn't be Nescafe. No, it'd be international roast.
roast.
Yeah. Caterers bleed.
My mistake. Honestly, I so dislike these kind of gimmicky things, because what it also says is, I think you as ratepayers are stupid. Like, who would fall for this? Like you say, who is going to trade in the convenience of staying home? And you left out
a Melbourne coffee.
Sure, I'm going to sit for 8 hours in a soulless office under blinking fluorescent lights for 8 hours, but I get a free coffee in the morning. I mean, at least this guy has realised his jurisdiction here, because initially he and his campaign announced that they were going to work with the state government to introduce laws to force anyone working for government, anyone working in corporate, to be in the office at least 4 days a week. And then heard from the state government, who was like, buddy, that's not your job, that's our job if it's going to happen. So he's toned it down now and just said, OK, free coffees once a week on a Monday. But honestly, who is going to trade in the convenience of working from home for a free coffee on the morning?
James is interested.
Nobody is getting out of bed.
James looks interested. I reckon he'd take the coffee.
If it was my barista at Castle Towers shopping centre, I reckon I would do it for that. They make a very good coffee, I've got to say.
Look, all I can say is that, to quote Jack Nicholson in As Good As It Gets, which is a fantastic film, if that did it for me, I'd be the luckiest guy alive. I mean, imagine, I've been working from home all this time and I'm finally going to go back into the office because I get a free coffee on a Monday for 6 months. It's a trial, right? It's a 6-month trial that it would be. It kind of reminds me of when people complain about, they're not recognised enough in the workplace and they really want a pay rise, but they haven't had one for 3 years, and everyone's complaining to the boss, look, you got to do something here. We're not feeling that great. And then the boss is like, I know what's better than a pay rise. I'll buy you all pizzas on a Friday, right? Like, it's trying to bribe people in the piddliest way possible to come back to the city. Now, look, something has to be done, because Melbourne CBD, if you look at the number of people going through it, on the weekend, they actually have more people in the Melbourne CBD than they did pre-pandemic. And during the week, it's just totally empty. It's turned into more of an entertainment precinct and a shopping precinct for people on the weekend, because they're at home during the week and they go, well, on the weekend, I want to get out of home for a while and go into the city. And of course, you can't really support a CBD 7 days a week on a 2-day economy. So he's throwing something out there. I suppose that's good. But is a coffee really going to turn the dial? I suppose you could say, pardon the pun, that it's worth a shot. boom, boom.
Very good.
But really, I can't.
Only your dad likes your dad joke.
I can't see
what?
it. I can't see it doing it.
The vacancy rates.
Last but not least, it's not free. If the government tells you, whether they're local, state or federal, that something is free, guess who's paying for it? You.